Okay, we're out in the garden. I just cleared this bed. So I had a bunch of weeds in it. I cleared it as best as I could. But I bought a few plant starts. I'll show you which ones I bought. And I'm gonna go ahead and plant them in this bed right here. Hopefully the wind doesn't knock this over, which it already kind of seems like it is, but we can go in the greenhouse if it gets knocked over. Are we in focus here? Are we good? I don't know. I feel like I'm not in focus, but... So this past weekend, we had a farmer's market at my town, and we work the farmer's market. We have our own stand there, and so shopping around. Hopefully you can hear me because it's windy, but I was shopping around. There was a couple places that had plant starts. So I got this one. This is lemon basil from Moo's Garden. She's just a local... she sells like starts, and she also does some like handmade craft items and stuff like that. So I got this from her. You can find her on Facebook. She is on Facebook. She is local to where I live specifically, so just keep that in mind, like, you know, if you're not from Northwest Indiana. And then this bag I got from Healthy Roots Nursery, which is also local to my area. He does a ton of farmers markets. So if you're interested in getting some really high quality plant starts, I suggest getting them from somebody that's local to you, a local nursery. I find a lot of the times Home Depot and like the department stores, the quality's just not there in my experience. And sometimes they have different varieties, or like varieties you wouldn't see at the store. They're gonna have, like, a local nursery's gonna have those. So I got 4 of the Sun Sugar tomatoes, which I absolutely love. If you guys have never tried a Sun Sugar tomato, you have to. Go now, go to your local nursery, go buy seeds. I forgot to buy the seeds this year, so that's why I have these starts. Everything else in my garden I've started from seed or will start from seed, but these I had to have. So I went out and I bought them from, like I said, Healthy Roots Nursery, and I love these tomatoes. They are like a cherry tomato size, but they're like a yellow orange in color. I would say more orange. They get like actually really like a bright orange, and they are so sweet. They're like candy, and they barely make it out of my garden. I just kind of pick them as I'm out in the garden for a snack. They're delicious, but if they do make it inside, you can use them in a lot of different things. We use them in pastas, salads, just honestly for snacking, like with a little bit of ranch or a little bit of salt and pepper with a little olive oil. You can do like a tomato, basil, mozzarella salad, anything like that. Tomatoes are just, I mean, they're pretty versatile. So I got 4 of these. I'm gonna go ahead and transplant these right now with you guys. I'll just show you how I do it. So he basically pruned the bottom branches. So I'm actually going to plant it all the way up here, plant it in the ground all the way up here, because these are actually going to shoot out and become roots on the side. So this tomato plant is going to be really, really strong. Also, I did get, well, I'll show you that as I'm going. Never mind. We're literally going to need one thing, and that is just like some sort of a little shovel. You can use your hands if you really like. I do kind of have to dig them a little deep because they are, you know, they need to be planted pretty deep. So I'm not going to use my hands for this, but you very much can if you would like to. This is not like the most terrible angle ever, but all right. So I'm going to dig my hole, and then I'll just show you how deep I go. It's deep enough. So I'm going to take it out of its little compartment here, its cell. You can keep this. I know what they are, and I know what bed I planted them in, so I'm not going to keep that. But I also like to, and I don't know if this is true, you guys let me know if this is true or if it's like a wives' tale. But somebody one time at a garden center, Somebody one time at a garden center told me that you need to rip the roots at the bottom, otherwise they won't grow deeper than what they are. Is that true? I don't know. But I do it every time. I just literally break up the roots right here at the bottom so that they're not all clumped together. That's just what I do. You don't have to do that. I need to go a little bit deeper if my garden bed will let me. Okay, so there we go. It's gonna look just like that. And then you'll just fill it in around there. Fill it all back in. So now, instead of it looking like this, super long, all you see is the top part. So we're just gonna keep, I'm gonna do this along the whole edge right here. I have 4 of them, so it's not gonna take up much space, but they are super prolific. The tomatoes will go all the way till your first frost. They're really, really great producers, and you get tons and tons and tons from a plant, like pounds and pounds you'll get from just one plant. With my purchase, I actually did get some purple broccoli, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant those too. I might plant them in a different bed than the tomatoes, because the tomatoes are gonna get a lot taller, so I think I might plant them in that bed right behind this one. It has some snap peas in it. I think I'm probably gonna go with that. Probably a better fit. And then the lemon basil, I actually think I'm gonna plant it right here at the end, because I have a little space after my last tomato, but it's not like a big enough space to put another tomato plant, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the basil there. These two broccolis I'm gonna take over to that bed, but that is what it's looking like. Oh, we got a big bumblebee. The pollinators are out. So I'm gonna plant these somewhere. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put them in here. again, so I might have to get my hose out and do that. Okay, that is it for today. Be planting, like, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of seeds, hopefully this week. So if we do, I will film that. If the weather holds up. You know, the weather in the Midwest never holds up, but yeah, hopefully, we're hoping to start planting seeds. What's today, Tuesday? Yeah, tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. I can give you like a quick little garden tour / update. So that's one of the beds. I think I've already showed this one. We have a bed of asparagus right there, which I have to pick. That bed is empty. That bed is empty. Those are all, I have to weed those beds. That one is the one we just planted the broccoli in. It also has snap peas and Brussels sprouts. The first big plot right here, where you see the compost, we have potatoes, Yukon Golds and Norland Red. You can see some of them have come up right there. And then in that second row there, that is onions, yellow and red or purple. Are they red or purple? I don't know, but they have also come up. So that's what's in there. We don't have anything else planted in any of the other plots. We have that large one in the front, and then we have 4 smaller squares over there. Those have nothing in them. And then the only thing that has really come up over here is the carrots. You can see all the carrots in there. And then those 2 beds over there, I planted some stuff. It didn't really come up. I'm not really sure what went on there, but you can see our fruit trees are blooming. We have 2 apples. I think these are peaches, 2 peach, 2 plum down there, and then also 2 cherry. So we have what, 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 fruit trees. So that's the garden tour. Really quick one. First one of the year, kind of, but yeah, there's not much going on. It's the beginning of May here in the Midwest, so we are just kind of getting into it. So we should have more coming soon. It's a beautiful day to be outside.